Hey, here are 3 daily habits that drastically improved my business.
Keala?
Well, what? Sam, what do you want?
You know who has a hard time breaking habits?
Who?
Carrots.
Carrots?
It's a deeply rooted issue.
10,000 comedians out of a job, and I'm stuck here with this guy.
Joining us is my man, Keala Kanae.
Obvious that he's an expert at what he does.
All right, daily habit number 1 is what I call Evergreen Acquisition. Evergreen Acquisition is the ability to acquire customers on an automated evergreen basis for your business. How different would your business be if you knew like clockwork that you were gonna get 20 new customers every day, or 50 customers every day, or even 100 customers every day? In my business, we generate 100 customers per day on an automated basis, and I'll talk a little bit about how we do that in just a moment. First, though, it's important to understand that everybody knows that in order to grow a business, you need sales. Well, in order to generate sales, you need leads, right? You need those piping hot leads. But you know what's better than leads? Customers, people that have already bought something from you. Because the person that's most likely to buy from you is somebody who's already purchased something from you. So in my business, we don't focus on leads as much as we focus on converting leads into customers. They buy a low ticket product from us on the front end, and then we work with those low ticket buyers to get them upgraded into one of our higher ticket packages if they're a good fit. In order to do this, we use an automated webinar. So every day, people are seeing our ads someplace online. They click on those ads, they go over to a landing page where they can register for our automated webinar. Of course, once they register, they can then watch that presentation. At the end of that presentation, they have the ability to buy some sort of a low ticket offer from us. When they do that, they show us then that they are serious about solving this problem for themselves in their life. They've voted with their credit card. Then we work to onboard those customers, and part of that includes them getting on the phone with somebody on my sales team who works to help upgrade them into one of our higher ticket packages, again, if they are a good fit. Now, the reason that evergreen acquisition is important is that scalability is a function of predictability, meaning the more predictable your income is, the more scalable your business is going to be. The more predictable your customer acquisition is, the more scalable your business is going to be. By having evergreen acquisition, the ability to acquire customers every day on an automated basis, we have more predictability that creates more scalability. The second daily habit is sales. Sales. I notice a lot of solopreneurs tend to distract themselves with a bunch of other things that aren't sales. When you are a solopreneur especially, the only thing that is changing your business is sales. If you are not getting money in the bank, your business effectively did not grow at all that day. So even when I first started out as a solopreneur, affiliate marketer, selling other people's products, I had the habit of making sure that I had appointments on my calendar every day where I could get on the phone with somebody and I could sell them one of the higher ticket packages of products or services that I was promoting. This way I knew every day I had appointments on the calendar, I was gonna have conversations, and over time, I was able to calculate what the average conversation was worth. Then I was able to then engineer, well, here's how much money I wanna make this month, therefore I have to have this many appointments in order to do that, so this is how many appointments I need to have every day, and in order to do that, here's how much I need to spend on ads. I'll come back to that in just a moment. The bottom line here is that sales are what drives the business, and so many people get distracted by a bunch of little things, like how to move this logo 2 inches over to the left on my website. That has nothing to do with growing the business. Now today in my business, I'm no longer a solopreneur. I've been able to transfer those sales skills to my sales team. And at the moment that I'm shooting this video, my sales team is approaching almost 20 people. These are people that have appointments on their calendar every day. They are reaching out to our customers who have bought a low ticket product from us in the past. They're reaching out to those people, getting them on their calendars, and then working with them to see if we're a good fit to work with them on a more long-term basis for one of our higher ticket packages. Sales is the number 1 driver of the business. Don't forget it. Daily habit number 3 is business by numbers. You know, there's lots of hypety hype, rah stuff out there in the entrepreneurial world, right? Think positive, sing kumbaya, all that stuff. Great. Positive thinking, awesome. You know what else is positive? Knowing your business's numbers so that you can predict your income every month. I first started doing this as a solopreneur, affiliate marketer, selling other people's products or services. Over time, for any one of the offers that I was promoting, promoting, I could eventually figure out what the average customer value was. In other words, on average, here's what every customer is worth to me in my business. This helped me figure out several other things. Number one, if I want to make $20,000 this month, I know exactly how many customers I'm going to need to acquire in order to make that happen. By knowing my conversion rate from lead into customer, I knew exactly how many leads I needed to generate. By knowing my lead cost, I knew exactly how much I had to spend on ads in order to generate those many leads, in order to turn into that many customers, in order for me to hit that $20,000 a month goal. And it's the same thing in my business today. If I want to hit $3 million in a month, I know exactly how many appointments my sales team needs to have on their calendars in order to make that happen. We also know, based on conversion rates, how many customers we need to generate in order to get that many appointments on the calendar. We also know how many webinar registrants we need to generate in order to acquire that many customers. And then we know exactly how much we need to be spending on advertising every day to generate that many webinar registrants, to turn into that many customers, to turn into that many phone appointments, to turn into that $3 million of revenue. In fact, right up here on the screen, I'm going to put up a snapshot of my daily dashboard. This is something that I look at every day to help me govern the business. On the far left column, I can see exactly how much we're spending on ads every day of the month. Next to that column, I can see how many leads we've generated every day. Next to that column, I can see how many of those leads are turning into customers. Next to that, I can see how much revenue that we're generating every day. Next to that, I can see how much commissions we're earning every day from other things that we promote to our audience. And next to that, I can see how much is going out in refunds every day. That means every day I can see exactly how much is going out in ads and refunds, how much money is coming in through, front-end sales and back-end sales and total overall revenue. This helps ensure that I know every day, are we spending enough to hit our monthly goal? Are we acquiring enough leads to hit our monthly goal? Are we acquiring enough customers to hit our monthly goal? Are our sales on track to hit our monthly goal? And as long as all of those things are green, I don't have to hit up my team. I don't have to bother anybody because I know that things are humming along exactly as predicted. In other words, know your business's numbers, predict your business's future. In fact, the only thing more predictable than my business is Sam's bad jokes.
You know what's funny about elevator jokes? They're hilarious on many different levels.
So listen, I hope you got value out of this video, my friend, and here comes the shameless plug. In case we've never met before, my name is Keala Kanae. I'm an entrepreneur that went from working in a coffee shop for minimum wage to doing over $100 million in my online business. I say that so that you know that everything I share on my channel comes from real world knowledge of things I've learned and executed in order to get those results, and I share them here in hopes they help you create similar results as well. So make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you get notified every week when I drop more content like this, and make sure you watch this next video in the lineup where we're going to talk more about business strategies.